Hi folks, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell some of everything, folks, but what we love is diesel trucks, and that's what Dan mostly sells because he likes them. We're going to list a truck today that is just kind of beyond description. It's just, it's been totally customized. You talk about a nice truck, a beautiful truck, stand up. We're going to show you one today, folks. If you've been wanting a really slick diesel truck that you can drive anywhere, do anything with, it's just darn near a show truck, then we're going to show you one today. It's a 2003 Ford F250 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. Now it's got 200,000 miles on it, but it's been tuned, deleted, and all that, so there's nothing to worry about. It's sitting on a like-new set of expensive Nitto tires. The spares under it doesn't appear to have ever been down. It's got a total repaint. It was repainted by a shop here in Jackson that does $100,000 race cars.
It just had the clear was getting thin in a few spots.
There was no body work or any of that, as you can tell, because you can read a newspaper in it. I have got the original sticker here for it. 2003, it was $44,465.
373 limited slip, block heater, shift on the fly transfer case, FX4, heavy duty suspension, power pedals, receiver hitch.
This was a bad boy in its day. Now it's got a, what is this whole?
It's got a Baja bumper. It's got twin rows of LED lights. It's got a Raptor grille. It's got 07 style Harley Davidson headlights on it. It's got Raptor Nerf bars. When we get around the back, it's got an off-road rear bumper with more cube LED lights in it.
What does that bumper cost?
$386,000.
I knew I would get just a
no, they're about $1,500 installed, plus the lights, plus the rear bumper is probably another 10 or 12.
I want you to look at this paint, folks. I don't know. These folks can lay down some paint. Look at that. You can read.
You can read
in the paint.
The sticker in the paint. I mean,
it's a local Mississippi truck. No rust issues, any of that.
Most of the time you say repaint, and people think, "Oh God, it's going to look horrible in person."
But or whatever his name was. Look what a beautiful interior. And this is all Lariat seats, just like it ought to be. The carpet's perfect underneath. The headliner's perfect. It has navigation, windows, door locks, tilt, cruise, power
backup
steering,
camera.
Backup camera.
We are putting a new windshield in it. I'm gonna get that done tomorrow.
Look, you can see in here. Well, look in here, folks. I'm gonna show y'all inside here. This is the original paint, and you can see what it looked like. There's no, I mean, it's just perfect in these jams. But
it's a Southern truck, no rust.
People know something about painting. There shows no evidence of paint work in these doors.
If we didn't tell you it'd been painted, 99.9% of you wouldn't notice.
Well, I didn't know it. Look at the line across the back of the bed here, how straight it is. Just, it's got a brand new bed liner in it. Got the
ball in the bed if you need it.
You may never need it, but if you do, it'll save you about $1,500. You can see under here.
Got the extra leaf for the tow package. Got the full-size spare.
The spare doesn't look like it's been down. I'm just telling you, FX4 off-road. Dan's gonna do a test drive.
If you look, this bumper's got the step pockets. It's got the cube lights and those sit-outs for.
Tailgate opens and closes just like it's supposed to, which is a pet peeve of mine. All the lights are perfect. Look down the side. Not a bump, not a scratch.
It's got a full 4-inch exhaust. No converter or anything, high flow, well, but it's not loud. It's not obnoxious.
Look under here too. You can see it's never been in the mud. There's no rust issues.
Our guys can't clean it up like that.
No. It's been a city truck its entire life, folks. It's never been on a work site, or it's never been a farm truck, or any of that.
It's got the 2016 style, the big square mirrors, tow mirrors. All the books are still in the glove box.
Power on both sides.
No cracks in the dash.
This is a pretty truck. Rides and drives great, huh?
Perfect.
Well, you won't ever find one prettier than this truck, folks. I mean, you can go spend whatever you want to. How are you going to sell this?
Best offer.
Best offer. So make an offer. Dan's number will be in there. You can email him. If you have any questions, give him a call, 601-720-2857, 601-720-2857. And as he tells everybody about me, call him night or day and early, late. If he doesn't answer, just let it ring.
Just text me. That's all. I don't have voicemail. Just text me.
You back. But it's just a beautiful truck. We're going to put a brand new windshield in it. God knows what it would cost you to start from scratch and do this truck. I would think that's probably a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 paint job. The tires are perfect. Spare doesn't appear to have been down. The bed, all the lines on the truck are perfect. No scratches, no pecks, no dings, none of that. The interior is immaculate. The original seats, the original Lariat seats in it.
And just to clarify, when Dad says perfect, now does he mean if this was sitting on the showroom floor of a Lamborghini dealer, does it have the same is it perfect like that? No, but for an 03, it's perfect. Perfect as you gonna get.
You can't find one any nicer. I don't care. And just load it out, folks. Everything you could put on the truck. Windows, door locks, tilt and cruise, power on both sides. Navigation, got everything you could want. Great ride and drive, but look what a stance it's got. Look how it stands up. And I'm sorry to be redundant, but I just cannot get over this paint job. Whoever buys this truck, trust me, you're going to like it a lot. It's a great 03 Ford F-250 turbo diesel four-wheel drive. Just everything you'd want in a truck. Been customized to a large extent, and a great job they did. They spared nothing doing all that. This is a jam-up truck, and if you come to pick it up, you'll be real pleased and enjoy your drive home. And if you buy it and ship it, believe me, when it gets there, you'll recognize it and you'll be real happy you bought this truck. Great Ford truck, just as nice as one can be, and I don't care where you look. Thanks for watching our video, folks. We do appreciate it so much. Thanks to all our many customers, thousands around the world. We thank you so much for your business. Look forward to visiting with you about this truck, seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thanks.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to us talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to point a few things out. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. So what that can tell you is it spent very little, if any, time off-road. And the reason I can say that is when you go off-road and you splash muddy, dirty water on the hot engine pieces, these bare aluminum parts get a patina that you just can't scrub away, and this one doesn't have that. But you can see the alternator's been replaced. Main thing I want to show you though is, take the oil cap off, you can see no blow-by. Although there's no smoke, maybe just a tiny wisp. I'm trying to focus in. You probably can't even see it on the camera, but smoke is not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you see I set the cap down on the filler tube and it doesn't blow off. Now if it were to blow off, that would mean blow-by, and all that is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. It's not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear, and this one doesn't have that. Got a couple good deep cycle AC Delco batteries, and you can see radiator's been replaced already at some point. One thing I liked about the truck is these AC Delco batteries, because when somebody spends the money for name brand batteries, that tells you what kind of care has been taken of it. And I want to say, I don't see a number sticker, but I'm pretty sure they're new. Can't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure they're new, since this truck, well, it was traded in a Chevrolet dealer, so it would make sense to have Chevrolet batteries. But anyway, I'm gonna hop in, we'll take you on a test drive. Oh, and before I get in, kind of glossed over it earlier. You know, we said we went ahead and repainted the truck because some clear coat was peeling and stuff. And I know a lot of times people say, oh God, it's been repainted, it's gonna look horrible. And you know, any fresh paint looks great in pictures, but it may not necessarily be as great in person. But I'm gonna try and zoom in so you can see this paint is just as nice in person as it is in the video and pictures. I mean, you could read a newspaper in this paint, and that's no joke. The guys that painted this truck for me, they mainly do hot rods. They do $100,000 muscle cars and stuff like that. And we were sitting around talking. I just pulled up in this truck after buying it from the auction to check on my GTO judge that they're doing, and they saw it and they're like, man, we're a little slow, let's make a deal, we'll just paint the whole truck. And we got talking, we made a deal. But man, this thing is some kind of nice. Look at the reflection. I mean, this paint's no joke. This is a high dollar expensive paint job, and you can see there's not a bunch of overspray. No overspray there. I mean, look at the little rubbers. Not gonna find overspray. I mean, it's a quality job. But now let me hop in, take it on test drive. Okay, now we're in the truck. Before we get going, just want to show you a couple things. You can see, got the GPS. You can see working. You can plug in your auxiliary input. I like this one. It's touchscreen, but it's got buttons you can use, which that's real handy to me. So you don't have to. You're not always having to fumble around and feel around for the switch. I guess it helped if I didn't turn it off. You can see it's got some light switches. That's a USB plug. That's more USB, and it's got a little voltmeter. Power pedals. There's your rear lights. I kind of like that switch. Your front lights. I forgot what we hooked up to winch power. May not have hooked anything up to it, but if you want to add a winch, it'd be perfect. Winch power. Anyway, got an extra power point here too. Got the overhead console, got your sunglasses holder, your garage door transmitter holder, automatic headlights. Of course it had fog lights, doesn't now. Got the 08 style tow mirrors. We'll take you on a little test drive. Turn this down a little more. Of course, being in Mississippi, it does have ice cold air. Like we said, I got one crack in the windshield, but I'm going to replace the windshield, so don't worry about that. It'll come with a new windshield. Before you take delivery or before it's shipped or anything, we'll have a brand new windshield. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the very, very, very worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive. And one thing you can hear, this being an 03, these 0360s have the best turbo. They got that turbo whistle. It sounds good. It's what everybody puts in their later model 60s when they want them to sound right. So they all want the 03 turbo. That's the thing. But this truck fires right up, runs good, hot or cold. There's no cold start issues, no FICM issues, no injector issues. And whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear an F250 crank and run cold, because if they're going to act up, if they got injector problems or anything like that, they may run perfect hot, but they may run like a dog cold. But this one runs perfect hot or cold, so you don't have any issues to worry about there as far as the how it runs and stuff goes. And I just realized I'm a little low on gas. I'm going to pause for a second and put some diesel in this truck, because one thing you don't want to do is run a diesel out of fuel. So pause for just a second. Okay, now we got a little fuel, got the fuel light off. Gonna get back on the road. Now of course, you probably heard lots of bad things about 6.0s, but we sell more 6.0s than anybody, and they don't scare us because we know what to do to them. And really, they do have a bad rap, but that's because all these people went from 7.3s that they didn't do any maintenance on to 6.0s, and they tried to treat them the same, and you just can't. A 6.0, you got to keep serviced. You got to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You got to change the fuel filters every other oil change, and you got to use Ford filters. You can't use even the good aftermarket brands like Wicks. You can't use them because Ford will not release the patent on their filters. So even the name brand aftermarket filters don't fit right. They don't filter right. So don't do it. But if you keep them serviced properly and take care of them, these trucks can run for forever. Basically, I mean, that's what it boils down to, keeping them serviced. And this truck looks to us to have been well serviced, and we run a Carfax on it. This thing has got service right down the line, all serviced out its tail. So we were relieved to see that when we got it, just, you know, because that way we know it's been taken care of. And this is one of those trucks, if you want to fly in, drive home, you can. I would not hesitate to hop in this truck, drive it absolutely anywhere. We'll pick you up at the airport, no extra charge during our regular business hours. If you want to fly in, drive it home, or you can drive in and put your car on the tow dolly and pull it home, or however you want to do it. Most of our customers are from the Northeast and the Midwest, and they're buying from us because, well, we got great prices and we sell rust-free Southern trucks, and this is one of them. So we also understand, that being said, you may not have time to spend several days out on the road flying or driving down and driving home. So if you get online and get some of those online price sites and get quotes from there, don't let those prices scare you, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the reason for that is most of these online places, they're not actual shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road.
You are over the speed limit.
That can be disabled, which I'm going to do as soon as we stop. But I'm on the ramp. Thinks I'm on the frontage road. But anyway, most of these places, they don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road hauling stuff. They're just brokers, and they will charge you hundreds of dollars, and they'll call it a deposit, but all it really is their broker's fee for setting it up for you. And we don't charge that, but we've spent all the money and stuff to be signed up on the site that they all use, that's not open to the public, to actually post your shipments, called Central Dispatch. So basically, we can give you a wholesale rate on shipping. We don't charge a markup or a fee or anything like that to our customers, although we'll do it for 50 bucks if you're not a customer. But we'd rather you buy from us, and then we'll do it for free. But anyway, like I said, we can beat just about anybody's price on shipping. And the way it works is basically, if you buy the truck, you pay us for it, we post it for shipping, we find somebody to ship it to you, and we handle all that. And when they drop it off, you pay the driver in cash for the actual shipping cost. So it's a real smooth, simple deal, no problems. And like I said earlier, we do no 6.0s. This truck has been EGR deleted, so that's the problem area with 6.0s, is the EGR cooler. If you take care of that and you keep it serviced, these things can run forever. They don't have to be bulletproof, they don't have to be studded, as long as you're EGR deleted and you're not running a big tune. Now, if you want to run a big tune, crank up the horsepower over about 80 extra horsepower, then yeah, you want to stud it. But believe me, a nice tow tune on this truck give you about 375, nearly 400 horsepower total. That's all you need. But if you have any questions about that, call me. If you need a quote on shipping, shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on that. one thing I want to show you, been driving a while, you can see no warning lights lit. And apparently I didn't shut one door all the way. And you can see the little shift indicator, that cable's broke. I think we can fix it though, but I'm just going to point it out just in case. But anyway, if you have any questions, give me a call. But I like to show this because, you know, it's easy to hook your scanner up and take a picture after you clear all the lights and say, look, no lights on. But if you've been driving it a while and there's a problem you haven't fixed, those lights are going to come right back. So I like to show it after we've been driving so you can see for yourself there really are no lights lit on the truck. So once again, if you have any questions, call me, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video and listening to everything we got to say. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you. One last thing I forgot to show you is the backup camera. You can see when I put it in reverse, it comes on. Put it in drive, back in reverse, you can see works great. And like I said, we did fix the little door jar light, but the shift indicator is not going to be, that's just, we just took it out. The little cable's broke, so nothing we can do about it. So anyway, that's about all I can nitpick on this truck though. I mean, even the steering wheel's not ripped or torn, the headliner's not sagging, dash isn't cracked. That little shift indicator is the only thing I know of that doesn't work. Even you can see the mirrors go in, do all that stuff. So anyway, if you have any questions, call me, 601-376-9869. Thanks again.